Time to open some more boxes and hunt for those cards that I'm still looking for. Still trying to find the 3 missing Marvel Figments and both of the extended art Prism Legendaries. But in honor of the World Championships going on right now, I thought I'd bust out this awesome playmat that I got at the 2015 World Championships. Down here is the signature of, can't really see this one as well, the makers of Pokemon. So cool. This is one of my most prized possessions. In writing what I want to talk about in this video, I realized I don't think I ever did a video talking about what happened at Worlds that year, and if I did, it's like buried and it's like really old and such. So I figured, oh, I should make a video about that. So I'm going to be doing a storytime video talking about that soon, so stay tuned for that. But today I would like to talk about basically, I feel like I've been pretty negative on Fab recently. I don't feel negative about Fab though. It's just like a lot of my videos haven't been very positive on the game, and I thought I'd take a moment to talk about some of the positive things in the game, and I guess more specifically some positives about Prism, because I don't think it's all negative with her. Specifically, let's start off by talking about the flavor of Prism. I think they did an awesome job with how Prism feels as a hero and the flavor of it and such, and I think that's like a really big part about Fab, giving that like nice top-down design of how things feel when you play them. Like the whole idea that you play a Herald and you're basically like summoning an illusion of one of the angels, and then if it goes into your soul, you get to summon the actual angel out. I think that's really cool. That's like a really cool flavor and feel to the deck. I think that's like a massive success and hit for the hero. I think they did a great job with just how that plays and how that feels. Obviously, there's other problems with that, but we're not talking about that right now. Also, I am still looking for another Warmongers and a couple other cards. I've been very unlucky on some of the pulls with this. What are the other things? I think they did a great job with kind of making it feel the right way. So like, I think what they were going for was making the Figments kind of have a similar feel to what it was like having the yellow auras in the deck before, and kind of like giving that back to you without giving it to you with Spectra. So I think they did it. I like what they were going for with it. Whether or not I think they did a good job, I think it's just like, it's missing something. It's not so much that they did a bad job or anything like that, but like power level wise, I think it's missing something. Feel wise, I think that's a success in how they went about it. And like, I get them not wanting to support Spectra and such. That's like, I am of the opinion that Spectra was fine and they just needed to print more cards to deal with it, of like, give more decks answers to it, kind of like Hack to Reality or whatever that card is called. That was like a thing that I used to say back in the day when I played Force of Will. It's like, can we not ban these things? Can we just like print some answers to them instead? I think that they also cleared up some of the rules nonsense with it, which helped with that. But I get it. I get not wanting to support that more. I think that this is a fine middle ground, giving us allies. I think that Dromai, got an Iron Song Versus. I think this is as close as we're gonna get to Spectra nowadays of the allies, and I think that scratches the itch. Just make it a little bit better, and I think we're good. Like, honestly, you just give Prism a little bit more life total, and I think we're fine. Thought that was a fable for a second. Every time I see a foil warrior card, I think it's like a really high rarity card. I don't know why, my monkey brain just thinks that. And I think they did a good job too, on the sense that it kind of feels like what it was like playing Prism during Monarch, and I think that was a fun playstyle for Prism. And I do think that Prism is fun to play when you get to do the thing. Like, the gameplay loop, I think, can be fun. It's just the power level, really. I guess that's it for the flavor of what I want to say. The other thing that I think they did a really great job with in this set is the art. I think the art is absolutely insane. They knocked it out of the park with the art in this set. There's so many things that I think this is one of my all-time favorite arts in a card game now. The Figment of Erudition. A little biased since that was my spoiler, but the art of it is so cool. It like tells a story through the artwork, and I think that's really, really interesting. And I really like it when like you have art like that. Magic was doing that with their story spotlight things, I think they're called. And I enjoy that as someone that doesn't like read the lore, just being able to get like enough lore out of the art where I can know what's going on in the world, not just guy holding sword, just like, what does this mean? And like a bunch of the art is just nuts quality. I think FAP has some of the best art in any game I've ever played, if not the best. It's kind of weird comparing it to like Magic in that sense because it's a lot of the same artists, but I can't really think of any other games that compare for that for me. And art's like a big deal to me. It's not just numbers on cards to me. Got another legendary. Got a Scowling Flesh Bag. I guess that's a pretty good case so far. 2 regular legendaries. Would like to get the marvels that I'm looking for, but you know, we'll take some legendaries. It's better than nothing at all. Remember back in the day when it would just be like 1 legendary per case, and that's it. But like, at least they were expensive. That's like another positive. I think that they're starting to make the pack opening experience a little bit better, and that is a problem that I have with FAP. Like, EV aside, because I think the EV usually about time. Oh my god, it has taken me almost 60 boxes to get this, I think. It's like, so I opened 40 initially, and this is I've done 3 of these before this, so that's what, 52? So this is box 54. This card is so gorgeous. I just need to take a moment to appreciate it myself because this is my first time actually looking at it in person. I cannot wait to get an artist proof of this card. Well, we're gonna call that a successful box opening, case opening. We got our first card that we're looking for in 4 cases. Jeezum crow. Oh, well, that being said, I have a regular Rapture for sale now. And that being said, if you guys do want anything in these openings other than exactly the cards that I'm looking for myself, everything is going to be for sale. I have a TCG Player link down below if you guys wanted to check that out for any cards that you're looking for. I buy and sell Fab, Magic, Pokemon, sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh! Mostly sell Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't really buy Yu-Gi-Oh! But I would. So if you guys you want to get rid of anything or want to buy anything, just hit me up. Yeah, that kind of distracted me from my train of thought. But I guess I can jump into that. That was like one of the things that I'm really looking forward to getting. I got the artist proofs for Prism coming in the mail at some point. I'm really looking forward to that. And this is one that I need to talk to the artist still. Last I talked to her, she was on vacation, so didn't want to, you know, bug her when she's trying to relax. And once she comes back, I was looking forward to getting an artist proof of Rapture. I think what I want is so she does Genshin art on a lot of her artist proofs. She just likes doing Genshin characters. She did my Coronet Peak. I think I have it right here. Yeah. So I would love to get a Genshin character on the back of it. I think the one that would make the most sense would be either Lumine or Jean, you know, blonde character. And Lumine probably would make the most sense because she seems kind of angel-y, especially with the whole flying scene at the beginning of the game. But I don't really care about either of those characters too much, so I kind of want to just get my favorite character on the back, Hu Tao, kind of like a Angel of Death kind of vibe. That'd be kind of cool. But we'll see. I gotta think about that a little bit more. Box 3. This is already a success. But yeah, this is one of my favorite arts I've in this entire game. So many of the art things that are my favorites have come out in this set, which is so nice. I even like the stained glass thing. I think it's like a nice background kind of art thing, but I also have a soft spot for stained glass. I was talking about the booster box experience being a little bit better as I opened a massive hit. So like a problem that I have is if you only have like one real hit per case, it makes opening an individual box miserable EV-wise. But the other thing is that if there's only like one hit per box even, it makes it feel like there's not that many dopamine hits in a box. So, like, I'd love to see more things that feel like hits per box, even if the value doesn't say they're a hit. It's less to do with that and more the just feeling like you got something, even if it's only $2, $3. Pokemon does a really good job of that. Their Majestics all look like hits. So whenever you get a Majestic, you're like, oh my god, I got a Majestic. Even though it's only like $2, $3, and a lot of times they're worth bulk. But you still got that dopamine hit. So that's like something I wanted to get better in the game, and I think it's been getting better. It's felt like it's improved since when I first got in the game. I think that really took an uptick with, I think it was Dynasty? I think that was the one that had the, it was, yeah, Dynasty and Uprising, really. I think the Marvel Dragons was a step in the right direction. It felt like you got enough hits per case where you had enough things to get excited about. And also the, where should I put this now that I should put this Rapture somewhere else. Oh no, lost train of thought. But didn't open Lost in Thought. I just got IRL Lost in Thoughted. Speak of the devil and it'll appear. Lost in Thought. Oh yeah, the when you open something like a legendary before, it'd be like, oh man, now that means there's nothing else in these boxes most of the time. Where like when you have things like the Marvels, it feels like you still have things that you can open in the boxes. There's still other hits. You could open a Cold Foil Legendary, you could open a Fable, you could open a Marvel, you can open extended arts. There's like enough things to be excited about where you feel there's a reason to keep opening. And I think they've been doing a better job of that recently. So, like, that's one thing I really want to praise them on. I think they could have maybe put the Marvels more frequently in this than they did. But I can understand not, because they're, like, big chase cards. Maybe compensate it with something else. I'm not really sure. This is just, like, a feel thing from opening packs of just, I feel like there could have been more chase cards per box, but can't really quantify that other than feel. And then last box. Anything else? Oh, the pre-release. And I guess quick note is it's nice to feel like there's things to actually collect. Like, there's things that I'm genuinely excited about opening, and that's really nice. I feel like I've been missing that in card games for a while. Part of that is just I open so much product that I get desensitized to opening things, but, you know, And it's been nice to actually have things that are worth chasing, where you look at something like Magic, where all the chase things can be either so chasey that it's out of range for a realistic person to get, or it's just looks like it's a chase thing, but really not, because there's so many different variants of it where if everything's special, nothing's special. I don't want to go too deep into that, though. That's like a whole nother hole to go down, and this is supposed to be about positive things, not negative things. And a positive thing, I really like that they still did a pre-release for this set. I was really happy about the pre-release. They typically didn't do pre-releases for these supplemental sets. It was just like set release, go give us money. And that always made me sad. I would try to do something with my locals just to like celebrate the set coming out, because that's really what the pre-release is. It's a celebration of the set coming out and a chance to get together with friends and enjoy the new cards. And not having that is kind of sad. So I was really happy that we still had one, and I really like what they did for the pre-release. The doing draft or something to practice for nationals, that was nice. And getting a chance to still get packs the new set, I think that it could have been more interesting. Like, something I would have really liked to have seen would have been doing sealed with a mix of the two sets, where you mix original Monarch with a couple packs of Dusk Till Dawn. Like, that could have been really interesting. That's like a format that I can imagine no one's ever done before, so that could have been really, really cool and interesting. I like interesting things like that, kind of like Shapeshifter, where it's just like, oh, this is like a cool novel thing. I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again, but for this one thing, this is fun. So that was nice, and it was nice actually having something to play for, honestly. That's like one gripe I've had about pre-releases in the past, where sometimes there's just like nothing to play for. you go, you get your packs, and then it just be, does the store give out anything extra? So it was nice being like, oh, nice, there's like a real chase thing to get here. There's that Marvel, or not Marvel, the cold foil prism. I really liked being able to chase that, and obviously as a prism simp, I wanted that, but it's nice having something to chase. Otherwise, it's like, you need something for that competitive spirit sometimes. That's all I'm saying. And then last couple packs in the box. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. So I guess, like, what do you guys feel about things right now? Is there things that you guys are positive about in the game, that you're really happy that's going on? Anything that you think is negative? Anything that you think needs to change, or that they just need to do more of? I'd be interested to hear that. Like, I want to see, personally, more local events to go to. It's nice that we've been seeing some other companies try to pick up that slack of, not really pick up that slack, that's the wrong way to phrase it, but I think you guys know what I mean, of just other companies are filling that void of, oh, there's no RTN season, let's do a thing. So, like, I want more things to go to and to play at. And I guess I need to make a video about this, complaining about this, but, I'm trying to not just make complaining videos right now of, let's spread this out. I would like to see better guidelines on stores of what they're supposed to give out for prizing, because that's been a big issue that I've been running into over the past couple months, of just stores, they see on the thing that additional prizing is optional, so they go with the option of none at all. And I'd love to see something on the LSS thing saying, this is the expectation for prizing, at least, because I think that would solve that problem a little bit. But yeah, that's it for the opening. Got my Rapture, so now we're just down to Diadem and a few of the Marvel Figments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll have another one of these up next week, and if you want to listen to some more of this, go click on the link right over here. There'll be another box opening video for you guys to click on and watch and hear me ramble about. Thank you so much for watching.